I've got some secrets to tell you, so grab a cup of coffee and a snack because we're going to dish some dirt next. Hey there and welcome to Real Chicks TV. I'm your Real Chick Carla and I'm so glad that you stopped by to spend some time with me today. It's always a pleasure to see you and it always makes my day that much more special when you keep me company. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good week. One of the things that I love most about having a YouTube channel is the interaction that we have, the comments that you leave me, the questions that you send me, and the emails that you send me as well. I'm so touched that you trust me with so many of the things that are on your mind and on your heart. Everything from stories of having cancer to being a survivor of domestic violence to just what's going on in your life. And I truly do care about what's going on in your life. I recently got a comment from a viewer though that was really interesting. She said, "Love your tips on makeup, but we tell you things, but you really never tell us much about yourself. So what do you say we remedy that today, okay?" I'm going to tell you 11 things about me that you don't know. I've been bitten by a snake. I was an extra in a movie. I was born and raised at the beach and the world's largest Navy base was in my backyard. A freak accident a few years ago left me unable to walk. I fell and broke both feet, both ankles, damaged both legs, both kneecaps, jarred my spine. I have permanent damage to both legs. And that all happened at the same time. Yes, everything was broken and damaged all at the same time. And that put me in a wheelchair or reliant on a walker or a cane for 3 years. That was 7 years ago and I have still not fully recovered. That's what led to my weight gain and I'm still fighting to get that weight gain off. I estimate that over the past 7 years I've been through at least 20 rounds of physical therapy. And a round is not a single session. A round is what your doctor prescribes for your entire duration of physical therapy. So a round can be anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months. So I estimate that I've had about 20 rounds of physical therapy in the past 7 years. And in the previous year, just this past year, I spent 10 out of those 12 months of the year in physical therapy. A lot of times you may have seen me not looking my best on camera, and that was why, because I was fighting and struggling just to hang on to the ability to walk. And raising my arms to do my hair or makeup was quite often impossible because of the damage to my spine and to my neck. There were many times that I wanted to give up, but I was bound and determined that I was not at age 50 going to spend the rest of my life in a wheelchair if I could at all avoid it. So I fought like the Dickens through the pain, through the aggravation, through the struggle, and I am finally on the road to recovery. I'm walking well now. I'm able to do things that I couldn't do for a very long time, and gosh, I remember having a handicap tag for a while and pulling into even a handicap space, which is supposedly close to the door, and I would look as I got out of the car from the distance from my car to the door of a store or a shop or whatever, and I would just sigh and think, I'll never make it, because it was just such a struggle. This is a part of my life that I don't share very often, but it's a very important part of my life because without question it was the worst part of my life. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me, and in just a few split seconds my life was changed forever. And even though the accident happened 7 years ago, I will forever be affected by it. And if you're struggling with chronic pain or a disability, my heart truly goes out to you. I am so sorry that you suffer, and I wish that I could take it away from you because no one deserves it. I am a huge, did you get that? Huge Elvis fan. In fact, when I was in the first grade, I told my first grade teacher that I wanted to marry Elvis. Now, this particular first grade teacher was married to a pastor, and he was a hellfire and brimstone preacher. Needless to say, when I told her I wanted to marry Elvis, she was not amused. I have a Me Too story. In fact, I have several, but I choose to keep them private. I am named after my father. His name was Carl. And I was lucky enough to be there with him, holding his hand by his side when he died. I'm often asked about my real job. I am a professional television and radio broadcaster. I have been a professional talk show host, news anchor, and journalist for the past 30 years. Oh my goodness, I'm telling my age now. Yikes. My work has included national work as well, including with Fox News Channel, where I spent 4 years. I know the struggles of depression, anxiety, and insecurities way too well, and far more than I care to admit. I hate black olives, ketchup, and mayonnaise. And finally, the 11th random fact about me. During the War on Terror after September 11th, I sent approximately 3,000 care packages to U.S. soldiers serving in Iraq, Afghanistan, and the Middle East, protecting our freedom. And that was an experience that I will never forget, because I was sending them to thank them for their service. What I did not expect were the thousands of thank you letters and emails and cards and even gifts that I received in return, where they would say, "Thank you, ma'am, for thinking of me." And here I had sent them just a simple box of toothpaste and deodorant and M&Ms and things that they couldn't get over there, things that in the desert just didn't exist. And they were thanking me for the most simple of things. And that was one of the most humbling things to me, because I thought to myself, no, son, no, my girl, this is my way of thanking you. Thank you for the sacrifice that you're making. I once had a staff sergeant tell me that I was the most patriotic person that he knew. And that is probably the highest compliment that I've ever received. So that is a little bit about me. I hope that gives a little bit of a peek into my life. I want to hear about you. Tell me something in the comment section below that you'd like me to know, or a random fact about you that very few people know, or just something interesting and fun, because I want to get to know you better. It is a pleasure to interact with you and to get to know you. And one of the things I never expected out of YouTube was the community that we have built here. And I'm so very grateful and thankful for that, and for your support and for your trust in me. So I thought this would be fun to turn into a tag as well. No set questions, just blurt out 11 random facts about yourself. So I'm going to tag a few people. I tag Audrey Aiken, Penn Smith Skincare, Monika McGillicuddy, Little Poet, Kathy's Beauty Care Chats, Dawn's Life Over 40, and Jennifer Joyce Beauty. I hope that you'll join in this tag with me. So I hope you're having a great day. If not, maybe this video brought you a little bit of a giggle here or there, and maybe cheered you up a little bit. Being with you certainly cheered me up. If you like this video, please give me a big old thumbs up. That really helps me out a lot. And what helps me out even more is if you'll smash that subscribe button and smash that notification bell right next to it, so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. I'm looking forward to the random facts about you that you leave me in the comments section. I'm Carla, your real chick. Love you to pieces. See you next time. Bye-bye.